As a couple gets into bed, the husband starts to rub and kiss the wife a little bit. She turns over and says, "I'm sorry, honey. I got a gynecologist appointment tomorrow and I want to stay fresh." The husband then sadly turns over. A few minutes later, he rolls back over and taps his wife and says, "Do you have a dentist appointment too?" Two 22-year-old girls are talking. Girl 1: "What are those things called that you blow to make a wish again?" Girl 2: "Sugar daddies? Our sex therapist told me and my wife that we should try and have sex every night. It's nice and all, but we hardly see each other now. Did you hear about the gay security guard who got fired from his job at the sperm bank? Yeah, he got caught drinking on the job. 75% of men kiss their wives goodbye when they leave the house. 90% kiss their house goodbye when they leave their wives. Conclusion? If you want to keep your house, start kissing your wife. A baby is never a surprise or a mistake. You had sex without a condom. What did you expect? An 85-inch 4K LED smart TV? I walked in on my girlfriend having sex with her personal trainer. Me. Okay, this isn't working out. You hear about the Jewish mother doll? Yeah, it's pretty realistic. You pull the string and it rolls its eyes and says, "Again with the string." A liberal has died, and a friend went around collecting for a fund for the guy's funeral. A woman was asked to donate $10. $10, she said. It only takes $10 to bury a liberal? Here's 100, go bury 10. My girlfriend says we need to have a serious talk, so she says she's had enough of me constantly singing "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. She said if I don't stop singing that song, she was done with the relationship and would leave me forever. And I said, "Tell me why." 3 Jewish women are having lunch in a restaurant. The waiter approaches and asks, "Is anything okay over here?" When I was working at a men's clothing store, a customer asked my co-worker to help her pick out a tie that would make her husband's blue eyes stand out. "Ma'am," he explained, "any tie will make blue eyes stand out if you tie it tight enough." One day, while doing door-to-door market research, this guy knocks on a door and is greeted by a beautiful young housewife. "Hello," he starts. "I'm doing some research for a petroleum jelly manufacturer. Have you ever used the product?" "Ah, yes, my husband and I use it all the time during sex," she answers. The researcher is taken aback a bit. Well, thank you. I admire your honesty," he continues. "If it's not too much to ask, can you please tell me exactly how you use it?" "Sure. We put it on the doorknob so the kids can't get in." I was having a debate with my girlfriend the other day, and she was saying how it's unfair that if a guy has sex with a different girl every week, he's a legend. But if a girl has sex with just 2 guys in a year, she's a slut. So in response, I told her that if one key opens lots of locks, it's a master key. But if a lock is opened by lots of keys, then it's a shitty lock. An older man and a woman were on a nice cruise, and it was really stormy. They were standing on the back of the boat watching the moon when a huge wave came up and washed the older woman overboard. The crew searched and searched for days and couldn't find her, so the captain sent the men back to shore with the promise that he would notify them as soon as they found anything. 3 weeks went by, and finally the man got a fax from the boat, and it read, "Sir, we're sorry to inform you we found your wife dead at the bottom of the ocean. We hauled her up to the deck and found attached to her private parts there was an oyster, and inside was a pearl worth approximately $50,000. Please advise." So the man faxed back, "Please send me the pearl and rebait the trap." Did you hear Justin Timberlake is coming out with a brand new song to commemorate the Ukraine war? Yeah, it's called "Cry Me a River." What's the difference between a Jewish woman and a Latina? A Latina has fake jewelry and real orgasms. 3 gay men died and were cremated. Their lovers happened to be at the funeral home all at the same time, and they were discussing what they planned to do with the ashes. The first man said, "My Benny loved to fly, so I'm going up in a plane and scattering his ashes all in the sky." The second man said, "My Carl was a good fisherman, so I'm going to scatter his ashes in our favorite lake." The third man said, "My Jim was such a good lover. I think I'm going to dump his ashes in a pot of chili so he can tear my ass up one more time." A man walks into work with 2 black eyes. His boss asks, "What happened?" The man says, "Well, I was sitting behind a big woman at church. When we stood up to sing hymns, I noticed her dress was caught in her crack, so I pulled it out. She turned around and punched me square in the eye." "Okay, so where did you get the other shiner?" the boss asks. "Well," the man says, "I figured she prefers it in her crack, so I pushed it back in me." "Hey girl, spell me." "Hot chick." "Okay, M-E, me." "You forgot the D." "Hot chick." "There's no D in me." "Me." "Not yet." Avril Lavigne could have just called her song Sk8er Boi instead of Sk8er Boi. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Never kiss your honey when her nose is runny. You may think it's funny, but it's not. What happens when you kiss a bird? You get chirpies. It's a canarial disease. There's no treatment. A big city doctor visits a Native American tribe full of men, and he asks, "So how do you guys relieve your sexual tension?" "Simple, just come down to the river tomorrow and we'll show you." So the next day the doctor shows up and sees a big group of men standing near a donkey. The one man says, "Doc, since you're our honored guest, you get to go first." So the doctor, not wanting to go against any custom, starts to kiss and caress and then proceeds to start having sex with the donkey. Then a man in the group asks, "Hey, Doc, you almost finished? We need the donkey to cross the river in order to get to a whole tribe of women." What is the difference between a kiss ass and a brown noser? Depth perception. Receiving a kiss while sleeping is the most pure form of love there is. Unless you're in prison. Women need a reason to have sex. Men just need a place. A woman went to a lawyer to discuss divorcing her husband. "Don't you love him anymore?" asked the lawyer. "Oh, I still love him," she replied, "but all he ever wants is to have sex. I just can't take it anymore." "Instead of divorcing him, why don't you try charging him every time he wants to make love?" the lawyer suggested. The exhausted wife decided to give the plan a try. As soon as she walked into the house, her husband put the moves on her. "Not so fast," she replied. "From now on, it'll be $10 in the kitchen, $20 in the living room, and $50 in the bedroom." "Well, then," he said, "here's $50." And they both began walking toward the bedroom. "Hold on," he said, grabbing her hand. "That would be 5 times in the kitchen."